Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do this really fun blown out green smoky eye with a bit of glitter, add a little bit of pizzazz in there. This is a great look for St. Patrick's Day as it's coming up. It would be beautiful on all different skin tones, all different eye colors, and I really had a lot of fun with the glitter. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Hi guys, today I'm starting off by priming my eyes with the MAC Prolongwear Concealer in the shade NC15. I'm just covering that all over my lids and to hide any redness or veins that might be. And I'm going to set that down with the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder, and I am using the Morphe M438 brush to do this. I am going to start with the shade Soft Brown by MAC, and I'm going to take that on this big fluffy brush. This is a Sigma E40 brush. It's a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to dust that all into my transition area, just laying down a nice layer for other colors. Next I'm going in with Makeup Geek Dirty Martini, and I'm going in with Vicini eyeshadow number 4 contour brush. This is just, it's a little bit like the E40 by Sigma, but it's a smaller, denser brush, but it's still the same kind of like shape. It's just a little bit smaller, and I'm packing that all in the transition area. This is what I'm laying down to kind of smoke out this green eye that I'm making, and I'm really just kind of dusting that all over. I mean, all over. I'm being very messy with it. Next, I'm going in with the Morphe palette. This is the 35U palette. I'm taking this moss color. This is a really beautiful, fun color. I didn't realize I would have so much fun with it, but it's so beautiful. It's this really beautiful mossy, greeny color, and I clearly just really, really love it. Putting that on the inner quarter, and I am using the flat shader brush by Morphe. This is an M522 brush that I'm just packing this on with, and I'm just swiping it kind of all over the lid. Next in the palette, I am taking the green shade right next to it. This is more like a Shamrock green. This is a great green for like St. Patrick's Day. Same brush. This is the same M522 brush, and I'm just putting that on the outer corner. Next, this is a little confusing. I am taking Morphe's Dirty Martini. Yes, it's different from Makeup Geek's, and I am putting this with the Goat Hair E25 by Sigma, and I'm dusting that all over the outer corner. And I'm just doing this to bring a little bit more depth and dimension to this eye look, and just kind of smoking out that outer corner, keeping the inner corner light and the outer corner dark. Next, I'm going to take glitter glue with this Glamor glitter. I got it from, I think, Amazon, I think, really. And I'm taking this on a flat shader brush. This is a smaller flat shader brush. And I have no idea where I got this brush. But anyways, I take the glitter glue on one side of the brush, and I pack it down where I want the glitter to lay. And then on the other side of the brush, I just kind of tip it over, and I pack that with the glitter. I pick this up with the other side of the brush, and I just lay it down wherever I have put glue. Wherever you put the glue is where your glitter is going to stay. Without glitter glue, I'm telling you ladies, your glitter will fall on your face and you will lose it by the time you leave the house. Use a glitter glue. Next, I'm going to take the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner. This is the Blackest black liner, and I'm taking that on an E65 brush, and I'm just carving out the outer wing. Now with this, I did decide to use a different gel liner. I just didn't feel like the black was really showing. I did go in with the NYX liquid liner, and I did put a little bit on the same brush, the E65 brush. I put that on there so I could carve that out a little bit better, because I felt like this black liner was a little bit more black than the gel liner. I mean, I know it is so uncanny to think of, but it really was. It kind of did the trick. So I did use the wand of this. The wand for me is a little bit hard. I'm actually really surprised that I got my liner, my cat wing, to be so sharp with this, because usually I do have a problem. But I kind of bounced between the E65 and the same wand from this liquid liner by NYX. Next I went with a Neutrogena wipe, and I'm just wiping up the fallout, kind of sharpening up the gel. Whoa, you can see that gel liner and the liquid liner just kind of coming up with that makeup wipe. which is kind of nice because it does help to sharpen it up, but you can also kind of erase anything you don't want. Next, I went in with Maybelline's Master Prime. This is the Blur and Defend, the purple one. I put that all over my face, kind of getting ready for foundation. Now for this foundation look, I did use the Maybelline 24-Hour Superstay shade. This is in the shade Porcelain. I decided to put this on with my Real Techniques beauty sponge instead of a brush today. No real rhyme or reason, but this is what I had right in front of me, so I decided, why not? So I'm just kind of pouncing this, and as I'm by the eye, even though this is fast forward, I am still really slow around my liner, because if your concealer or your foundation gets on your liner, it's going to move it and like drag it all over. So be really careful if you're going around your liner with a sponge. Next, with the concealer, I did use the Fit Me by Maybelline. I think this is the shade Claire. Anyways, it's light. I'm sure it's the lightest one out there. Put it right under my eyes, down on the forehead, down on the chin, and right down the center of the nose. And with the same Real Techniques beauty sponge, I just blended that all in. Got really close to that lower lash line, being very careful and mindful of my liquid liner. I don't want to move that around. Blended it on the forehead, and just kind of up towards the temples. That's just trying to give it a nice elongated look with the eyes, to kind of lift the eyes back, and kind of give the illusion of like a little bit of a facelift. I'm going to set all of that concealer down with the Nye Banana powder. I am using the same brush as before, the Morphe M438. This is the cone tapered brush. I love this brush. I use it for multiple different reasons, but back and forth inside the inner corner to the outer corner to the outer corner to the inner corner, just kind of moving that around and setting that concealer. I use the shade Fair in the Fit Me powder, setting all of that liquid because I don't want it to move throughout the day or night. This is really a night look, let's get real. But honestly, let's also get real. I would probably wear this during the day. For the lower lid, I am using a pencil brush. This is an M222 brush by Morphe, and I'm going into that same Shamrock shade, and I'm just smoking out this lower lash. I really had a lot of fun in my Mardi Gras look with the green on the lower lash line, or excuse me, a blue on the lower lash line, and I thought, why not let's do green today? It goes along with the upper lid, and it just kind of ties into a St. Patrick's Day theme. So that's exactly what I did, is I smoked out this green shadow, this Shamrock shadow. I'm sorry, this palette doesn't have numbers, so I can't really reference an exact color, but it's very, very shamrocky green. And I did take the moss green that's right next to it, same palette, and on this I used a this is an e.l.f. concealer brush. This is the tiniest concealer brush I've ever seen of my life. I don't think I'd ever use this for concealer, but this is perfect for the inner corner. For getting right up next to the lash line, I went in with Abyss. This is with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I just put this with this definer brush. This is a Sigma E15 definer brush. It's a flat brush. I'm sure Morphe and MAC and whoever else has the same kind of brush, but it is really, really good about getting right next to the lashes. And then I just went over that with a pencil brush, smoking it out, just kind of blending it all together. I did go into my waterline with this Essence Longwear Black Noir shadow shade, and I put that on the waterline. I wanted to bring a little bit more drama to the eye look, but honestly, I really wish that I did not blend the Abyss in with that Shamrock color. I wish I would have just put that in there and left it alone, because I felt like the black just kind of blended a little too far down over that Shamrock, covering it up. I went in with MAC's False Lashes mascara, just kind of giving my natural lashes a coat of mascara, because I did decide to go in with falsies. There they are. These are by Kiss, and this is the Flirty. It's so natural. I used the Kiss lash glue to put these guys on. I did use tweezers to put these on. Please don't use tweezers. Use a lash tool.
And tweezers are so dangerous for your eyes. Be very careful if you use tweezers. Don't use tweezers. Use a lash tool. But I just kind of popped those on. That band of eyeliner is really a good band just to let my lashes set upon so that the band of the lashes hide within the eye look. So I went ahead and decided to bronze with the, I think that, was this the NYX? This is NYX or Wet n Wild? I'm sorry, I can't remember. I'll put it down in the description bar. I know I just shot a shot of it, but I don't remember. It's a beautiful bronzer. I put that down on the cheeks, kind of carving out the cheeks and up on the forehead. For blush, I went in with, this is a MAC 168 SE. I think the SE is for short. Anyways, this is a gold hair brush by MAC, and I'm using the blush Infatuation by Makeup Geek. I think this might be discontinued, but I really loved it. For the highlight, I went in with a fan brush. This fan brush is by Arbonne, but any fan brush would really do the trick. This is Becca Prosecco Pop with Jaclyn Hill. I'm popping that on the cheekbones, and I am going to go ahead and drop that down onto the Cupid's bow. Just bringing a little bit of attention to the lips, because I am going to go in with MAC's Hue Lip Cream Sheen. This is a really nudie lip. It is so pretty. It just kind of blocks out my lips, kind of giving them more like a pinky base. And I'm going to cover those lips with Steve Laurent in the shade Cafe lip gloss. Oh, and all of a sudden I just realized I haven't done my eyebrows yet. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild pencil with I think the shade is Natural Brown, and I really should probably try to do a video of brows on their own. I am still working on my brows on how do I like to do them, but I just kind of try to fill out in the bald spots, putting my line of my brows, just filling the upper line in, leaving the body and the lower brows kind of alone. They're full enough. I did set these brows with the NYX Control Freak, and then I did put mascara on my lower lashes, the same MAC false lashes. So there's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I really enjoyed this look. Of course, I love using glitter. Glitter is my best friend, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys!